One of the most polarizing characters in all of MultiVersus is the Iron Giant. New players seem to think that he's the best character in the entire game, and good players think that this is one of the easiest characters to beat in the entire game. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to stop losing your games to this character. I have a pretty decent understanding of this character since I main him, and I'm basically going to let you know how to beat me in this video. Now, before we get into the guide, I need you guys to accept something. If you think the Iron Giant is genuinely overpowered or in need of nerfs, you are not good at MultiVersus. That's not a bad thing, by the way. Everyone starts out as not good at a game. I'm not trying to belittle or bully you guys, but you can't improve if you don't think there's any room for improvement. If your excuse for losing to the Iron Giant is that he's just OP and toxic and not that you messed up, well, that's not a good sign. I'm not saying that you have to call yourself complete trash, but you do need to admit that you are bad at fighting the Iron Giant and just need a little help. What separates good players from bad players at the end of the day is the ability to adapt and learn matchups instead of crying in comment sections for nerfs on a character that is 100% bottom 5 in the game. I love my viewers, but guys, it's time for some tough love. I'm not even all that great at the game, and I have no issues stopping other Iron Giants. Don't go saying I'm biased because I play the character either. My partner is just as good at fighting the Iron Giant as I am, and they definitely have never played the big man. So, let's get this class into session. Simply put, if you're losing to the Iron Giant, you're probably just respecting him too much and you're playing too scared. This character really struggles in disadvantage, and there are more true combos on him than any other character in the game. If you want to beat the Iron Giant, focus on the Iron Giant. You and your partner need to rush him down and beat the absolute dog shit out of him. Iron Giant's neutral special is the only move that can really help him out when he's stuck in a combo. It seems OP that he can combo break for himself at any time, but this move has a decently long cooldown, and without this move, he would actually be unplayable. To get around this, get Iron Giant into the start of a combo to bait him into his neutral special, then dodge away and camp out the duration of the move. Once it goes away, he is a sitting duck and you can easily dispose of the Iron Giant. It also puts a ton of pressure onto his teammate, who is the Iron Giant's last hope if you go about fighting him like this. If you and your partner need to split up to keep the Giant's teammate busy, put whoever has the better combo game onto the Iron Giant and have them bait out bolts, and then keep him in disadvantage forever. Now, once the Iron Giant is in disadvantage, he will use the single move people complain about the most, his down special. This is most Iron Giant players' go-to move to get back down to the stage when they're above the opponent, but guys, it's really not that good. If you get hit by this move, frankly, it's completely your fault. Unless he trapped you in a bubble in his rage mode, then there is no reason for you to get hit by his down special. Every single character in the game has a move that can challenge down special, and you can also just easily walk away from it or dodge away from it. The recovery for this move is also extremely long, and you can whiff punish it extremely easily. Now, I will say it can be a bit tricky to hit him out of this move without a disjoint. The characters that by far have the easiest time punishing his down special, in my opinion, are Bugs Bunny, Arya Stark, Velma, Batman, Tom and Jerry, and Harley Quinn. Batman and Harley Quinn use their cracked kill moves to stuff out down special, so Iron Giant is especially vulnerable to them. If you get comfortable beating out down special, chase him to the blast zone and kill him. If you're not, just play it safe, dodge out of the way, and punish his recovery. Now, the final piece of advice to beat this character that I want to give you guys is for his rage mode. Rage mode effectively turns Iron Giant into a ranged character because he loses a lot of his best up-close tools. He loses his up strong, jab, neutral attack, and he loses his command grab. Once he goes into rage mode, he is substantially weaker up close. He wants to run away and shoot the bubble to trap you and guarantee attacks on you. Don't let him do this. As soon as he goes into rage mode, you need to run him down and don't let him breathe. If your team is splitting up, one on Iron Giant and one on his teammate, as soon as rage mode activates, both of you immediately focus Giant. He does keep his down special, and he can use that to try and get out of this pressure, but the good news is we've already gone over how to beat that move. I promise if you rush down rage mode, you'll notice how weak it can actually make him. And there we have it. It's short, it's sweet, but it's really not that hard to beat the Iron Giant. He's a knowledge check, and now you have the knowledge and you can pass the check. I do hope you guys learned something, and I hope if you do struggle against this character that it gets a lot easier for you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with struggling with a matchup, but I promise that this character does not need nerfs. If you think I'm biased, I would encourage you to go look at any top level tier list for this game. Iron Giant is pretty much always bottom 5, and again, he does not need nerfs. All he needs is for his down special to stop being bugged so it doesn't trap people in it forever anymore, which in itself is a pretty big nerf. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck on your future games, and I'll smell you guys later.
I'm solo, I'm hunting solo, I'm hunting solo, I'm hunting solo, solo.